Golden Dayin, welcome to another episode of Icelandic for Foreigners. Today we're going to be going over the pronunciation of the Icelandic letters S and T. So first is the Icelandic letter S, which isn't very complicated. What there is to know about the letter S. First of all, it is very similar to the English S. So listen to it in the following words. Sara, Sara. Lesa, lesa. Best, best. Now it's possible that you hear this and you almost hear what kind of sounds like an SH sound. The Icelandic S is slightly more relaxed in your mouth, so sometimes it will come across as kind of an SH sound. But you're better off just using the English S sound, that way you don't take that too far. Alright, the next thing to know about the letter S is that S will never sound like a Z. And this word trips a lot of English speakers up. We're not going to say Hans, like we would say the name in English. We're going to say Hans. And that's a voiceless S, just an S sound, not a Z sound, Hans. All right, the next thing is the S sound can be doubled, like a lot of other consonants in Icelandic. So take a look at these words. The first is passa, passa, and þess, þess. So we're just going to hold that S sound for longer in each of those words. All right, the last thing to know about the letter S, and this is a very subtle one, and in my opinion, it doesn't really need a lot of emphasis just because a lot of people begin doing this automatically, is T insertion between SN and SL. So when you see an S and an N written next to each other, you're going to put in a tiny little T between them. Astni, astni. Now if you're listening to that and thinking you can barely even hear the T, that's because it really is very subtle. It's just your vocal tract closing as you transition from the S and the N, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. The next word you can hear it a little bit more, Íslenska, Íslenska. Again, I wouldn't worry too much about this, but it is there. It's your vocal tract closing between the two letters. So I think you'll probably start doing this automatically as you listen to Icelandic more and as you try and pronounce the words, but just so that you're aware that it's there. All right, let's move on to the letter T. What there is to know about the letter T. In most cases, it's similar to the English T, so it's aspirated at the beginning of words, unaspirated in the middle. Take a look at these words. The T sound should sound pretty normal in these words. Telja, telja, láta, láta, and gat, gat. So there's really not much more to that. All right, when you have the double T, just like we saw with double Ks and double Ps, we're going to have pre-aspiration. So instead of doubling the sound of the consonant, we're going to have that breathing out that comes before it. So in the first word, þetta, þetta, and bratt, bratt, that aspiration, that breathing out that comes before the two letters. All right, the next thing to know about T is there's also pre-aspiration when you have the combinations TN or TL. So listen to these words. Vatnið, vatnið, and ætla, ætla. So listen for that pre-aspiration, that breathing out before the TN and the TL. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment and I'll try and get back to you. Don't forget to like and subscribe and stay posted for more Icelandic pronunciation videos and more Icelandic grammar videos. Bless, bless.